You know, we're always hearing about the latest diet fads or some new workout craze, but today we're going to talk about something completely different. It's not about adding something new to your routine, it's about unlocking this incredibly powerful built-in repair system that honestly, most of us never even realize we have.
So let me just start with a question. What if your body had a hidden repair switch? You know, a kind of survival mode that, if you could just flip it on, would trigger this deep healing and rejuvenation from the inside out. Well, here's the thing. It does. And the key to flipping that switch is way simpler and, honestly, more profound than you might think. I love this quote from Dr. Eric Berg. He calls it a physiological vacation. And that's just the perfect way to think about it. I mean, with every single meal, every snack, we put our digestive system to work, right? But by giving it a complete and total break, we free up a huge amount of energy. And that allows the body to shift its focus away from just digesting to deep, system-wide repair.
Okay, so you're probably wondering, how do we unlock this incredible repair mode? Well, the key isn't some expensive supplement or a complicated procedure. It's a very specific type of fasting that goes way beyond the daily intermittent fasting a lot of us might already be familiar with.
We're talking about prolonged fasting. This is where you intentionally go without any food for 48, 72 hours, or maybe even longer. And it's this extended period of time that allows your body to finally move past just simple digestion and into this state of profound cellular cleanup and regeneration.
And you know, that 48-hour mark, that's where the real magic happens. This isn't just about giving your digestion a little break anymore. This is the critical threshold. It's what unlocks a whole new level of cellular repair. We're talking benefits that shorter fasts just can't even touch.
So what actually happens when you flip this switch? Let's dive into the evidence. We're going to walk through 8 really powerful, science-backed benefits that happen when your body enters this unique state of repair.
Okay, so what are these benefits? Honestly, they're pretty profound. They impact everything from your brain and your energy levels to your immune system and your body's amazing ability to heal itself from the inside out. It's an incredible list, so let's just walk through them one by one.
So first up, let's look at how fasting hits both your brain and your body. It can actually stimulate the growth of new brain cells, specifically in the hippocampus, that's your memory center. And at the very same time, it increases your mitochondria, which are like the tiny little power plants inside every single one of your cells. So what you get is this powerful 1-2 punch, better memory, and a major boost in physical energy. All right, next up is something called autophagy. This is one of the most exciting things about prolonged fasting. The easiest way to think of it is as your body's internal self-cleaning and recycling program. It literally breaks down old, damaged, junky proteins and cell parts and then recycles them into new, healthy tissue. I mean, this is the very definition of anti-aging at a cellular level. It's incredible.
So that cellular cleanup, that autophagy, it paves the way for our next huge benefit, stem cells. Think of these as your body's blank slate repair crews, just ready to become any type of cell that's needed. See, as we get older, our reserve of stem cells starts to go down, but prolonged fasting actually helps to replenish this pool, giving your body the fresh, raw materials it needs to repair and rejuvenate tissues all over.
And what about inflammation? Chronic inflammation, as we know, is at the root of so many modern diseases. And while medications might suppress the symptoms, prolonged fasting actually helps address the root cause. It's an unbelievably powerful, natural anti-inflammatory, and it can offer real relief for things like arthritis, bursitis, and a lot of autoimmune issues. This leads to another really fascinating benefit that's all about our body's fuel source. See, unwanted growths like tumors, cysts, and polyps, they are known to absolutely thrive on sugar. So, by fasting, you burn through your body's sugar reserves and you switch it to running on ketones, which come from fat. Now, here's the incredible part. These abnormal cells are metabolically inflexible. They can't use ketones for fuel. So, in essence, you're literally cutting off their primary food supply.
Fasting also totally supercharges your body's internal defense systems. Your natural antioxidant network gets this major boost. Key minerals like zinc become more available, and this is going to sound weird, so does uric acid. Now, we usually think of high uric acid as being a bad thing, right? Like with gout. But during a fast, your body cleverly repurposes it as a super potent antioxidant to protect your cells from stress. How cool is that?
And finally, all of these benefits really culminate in one major outcome: cellular resilience. Prolonged fasting is what's called a hormetic stressor. It's a beneficial kind of stress that actually makes your body stronger. Think of it as an ancient survival mechanism that, when you activate it, makes your cells tougher and way more resistant to all kinds of stress.
Okay, so the why is pretty clear, right? But what about the how?
If you're feeling curious about this, it is absolutely essential to approach it correctly and safely. So let's walk through a simple guide to your first fast.
Look, the most important rule here is to listen to your body. Please don't just jump straight into a 72-hour fast. The best way to do this is to ease into it. Maybe start by adapting your body to run on fat. A keto-style diet can really help with that. Then try a 24-hour fast. Just see how you feel. The next time, maybe you push it to 36 hours. The key is to gradually extend that window at your own pace. And when you do break your fast, start with a small, gentle meal to ease your system back into digestion.
Now, this next part is absolutely critical. You are not consuming food, but your body still needs support. Sea salt and electrolytes are completely non-negotiable. They're what's going to prevent dizziness and weakness. A good multivitamin helps support your nutrient reserves. And of course, stay hydrated. And things like green tea can also help. They boost antioxidants and can help suppress your appetite.
And finally, and this is so important, let's talk about safety. Because while prolonged fasting is an incredibly powerful tool, it's not for everyone, and it absolutely has to be approached responsibly.
So let's be crystal clear about this. According to the source material, you should not do a prolonged fast if you are pregnant or breastfeeding. Also, if you're very thin and you're actively trying to gain weight, this is not the right tool for you because you will lose weight. Safety always comes first.
So, after exploring all the science, the amazing benefits, and the practical steps, what is the single most important idea to take away from all of this? What's the bottom line?
It's this. Prolonged fasting isn't about deprivation. It's about activation. It's about really understanding that your body has this profound innate capacity for healing, for renewal, and for regeneration. Fasting is simply the key that fits the lock.
It completely shifts the conversation from, what do I need to add to my life for better health, to what can I temporarily remove to let my body do what it already knows how to do? And that leaves us with one final question to think about. Are you ready to unlock your body's potential?